Hi girls! Thanks for tuning into another week with me. My apologies that this video has taken forever. It's been officially a week and a day since my doctor's appointment that I told you guys about, but I did warn you in my last video that I may or may not make a video right away depending on the results. It's just been a very busy week for me is all. So I'm going to go ahead and get started before I start rambling on. Today's Tuesday, September 21st, and it's been a long day, so excuse me if I'm like sweaty or whatever. It's about 9 o'clock at night. So, all right, my doctor's appointment. I went in there, remember I was talking about how excited I was to get, answers and whatnot. I went in there confused and actually on my way made myself so nervous that I almost got sick in the car. And as soon as I got in there, I almost like, I don't know, it's very weird. But anyway, I took my urine test and then I went in the room and he performed the pap smear and then he started on the ultrasound. He couldn't see anything because the screen was so, I guess, blurry. So we actually had to move rooms. Went into a different room and he was searching for a while. And lo and behold, he said, I can't see anything. Which right at that second, I went into almost like this shock and disbelief. And I was just very, very, very sad. Very sad. I was just like, this is not happening to me. So I bit my tongue. I didn't ask him any of the questions that I wanted to ask him. I just felt like whatever at that point. I just lost all hope is basically what happened. And then he said, I just think you're very early on. And I don't know, I didn't even know why he was saying that. I thought, well, am I pregnant or not? I mean, he didn't reassure me of anything. He didn't point out a sac, or even if there was a sac, he didn't inform me anything about my uterus, nothing. We were going over dates though, like, okay, he was asking, are you sure this is when you last started your last cycle, and yada yada, all that stuff. And I did give him a conception date, what I think was around the time, and he actually said from that, then you may have not actually even got pregnant until about August 15th or 16th. So how confusing is that, right? Doctor doesn't even know, but it's not all his fault, I guess. I don't know. My cycles, my period cycles have always been irregular since I was a little girl. So, it's just been very difficult to keep track and all that stuff. So anyway, he did prescribe me prenatals, which I'm already taking some, but he did prescribe me prenatals, extra calcium pills, and extra iron pills, which I thought was just really weird because I'm like, well, am I pregnant or not? Then it hit me when we left. I did schedule my next appointment, but then it hit me when we left. Oh, and he did say that I need to stop stressing out and I need to relax and all of that stuff. Which, when I left from there, I did leave feeling like crap, but I just left feeling, you know what? I'm done worrying. I'm done. We came here. I didn't get the results I wanted. Maybe I'm not pregnant and I did lose a baby and I'm just not going to say anything anymore. And until my next doctor's appointment, I am just not even going to worry about pregnancy and all the stuff that come with it. Just so I can finally sleep good at night and just not worry. Then I totally forgot to ask what my urine results were. And usually they come in and say, well, it's negative. Every year they say that, and then they come in and, doctor performs a pap smear. Well, they didn't do that this year. And then I totally forgot to ask what was the result of it. So I called them and they couldn't give me anything over the phone. And she actually, the medical assistant on the phone said, well, if they didn't come in and tell you it was negative, it's probably usually because it was positive, which I've never heard of that before, but I was like, okay, maybe that's why the doctor was saying I'm too early on or something, right? But it was just all over the place. That appointment was just all over. I felt like nobody was kind of like talking to each other. But then again, it's kind of my fault because I didn't even want to open my mouth after he said I don't see anything in the ultrasound. I was just like, whatever. So I just went on the rest of the week. I started doing my light workouts again and all of that stuff, and I stopped thinking about it. But the day before my doctor's appointment, all of my symptoms went away, all of them, except the sore breasts. They stuck on and actually have gotten worse to the point where this whole week I've actually had to sleep with a sports bra on because they hurt so much. So that's the only symptom that I've had since then, and it has gotten worse and worse. Well, yesterday was my 30th birthday, and we didn't do much. I didn't celebrate like the dirty 30 or do anything like that because more than anything, my wish for my birthday was to actually be pregnant. My husband and I, as you guys know, have been trying for a year and a half, and this would have just been like literally the icing on the cake. So I decided to take a pregnancy test. My sister brought one home for me. I told her that would be a great gift for me if she did that. And a gal on here actually recommended for me to go and get first response. So I did that, so thank you very much. Well, I took it last night after I cut my little ice cream cake, and this came out, and I do date my pregnancy test. I haven't taken one, mind you, since August, so this came out. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see how very clearly, but it came out pretty faint, but nonetheless, that little line came out. Then I took my first response, and this came out a lot quicker. You see that? So this little stick made my birthday. This was like the best birthday gift ever, including this thing. These little pea things were the best birthday gift ever. My husband and I were so happy. He was more happier than I was, and it was good to see him like that too. So we were just kind of celebrating at that point, like, wow, you know, I guess I am. So this morning I decided to take another one because, you know, they say your morning urine is always the best, and this came out so quick and way darker than before, than yesterday's. There you go. See that? I am so happy. Like, I thought, okay, third one, this has to be a sign. So I called my doctor's office this morning and asked them for my results for my blood test. She said, well, if you didn't get a call, you know, obviously that means everything's okay. And I said, well, I'm just calling to see what the blood results were for my pregnancy. She put me on hold, and sure enough came back and said, yes, I am pregnant. So she didn't give me any HCG readings or anything like that, but I don't care at this point. I'm just so happy. I have 3 positive HPTs and 1 positive blood test again. I'm just very excited. The only thing now is I'm kind of in limbo because I have no clue how far along I am. Obviously, when I went into my doctor's office, I thought I was at least 7 weeks. There was, you know, I was very much off because at 7 weeks, you should be able to see something in the ultrasound, and we didn't. So I don't know if I'm 4 or 5 weeks this week. I'm guessing around that time, but I could be way off. So I'm going to find out next week for sure. I'm having another ultrasound. I cannot wait. I really hope that we get to see something, and I hope I get to bring home a picture so I can show you guys and show my mom and my sisters, and because they're the ones that know. But I'm just so happy. We haven't told anyone else in the family because of all this craziness and doubt that we've been having, but I now know that I am. And not that I feel it, but not that I have any symptoms, but I do just feel it, and this just reaffirms everything. So yay, that's my good news. Even though my doctor's appointment didn't go that well, I have good news after that, right? So I am going to start taking the extra calcium and iron pills. I'm still taking my prenatals, and my doctor's appointment is next Tuesday, the 27th. I will definitely keep you guys updated and posted on all of that stuff, and hopefully get to do a video that day and maybe show you a picture. But yeah, so for those of you who are doubting and maybe who have gotten a negative blood test, you know, try not to freak out, even though I know that's impossible because I freaked out so much, but just wait it out, and I guess, you know, you'll be able to see in due time. But I will definitely talk to you guys next week and keep you posted. And I want to thank all of you who were, you know, just saying the nicest comments and just making me feel more uplifted and whatnot. So until then, you guys take care, and good luck to all you mommies like TTCing and pregnant mommies out there, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.